Hey everyone, Greta here. Today we are going to talk about a very specific movement in back bending. It's called the flip grip. This is a movement popular in a lot of the asymmetrical back bending like pigeon, dancer, tiger, and even the wild thing. So since this is quite versatile, I'll be just focusing on how to do the flip grip. So if you are going to apply this to your own back bending, make sure you're warmed up for it, and I'll be demoing in a pigeon. This movement requires quite a bit of shoulder mobility, so we are going to warm up a bit on the shoulder, and we require a strap. If you don't have a strap, grab a very long towel, like the longer the better, or maybe a scarf. First off, grab a strap, just randomly grab a length of it, and we are going to measure how much we actually need. The tightest part of the shoulder usually is at the back of the head. So from here, you want to make sure that the elbows are straight and you can move the arms back together at the same time while keeping the strap snug. So if you are here and you're kind of like throwing the strap and you don't really know what's happening, then it's too loose for you. And if you are, let's say here, you can even bring the arm overhead, then just be a bit more generous to yourself. Once you have the right length, we are going to do a shoulder rotation. Nothing so too crazy. You want to feel that when you're reaching the arms up, you're pushing the strap away instead of just kind of being quite passive about it. Okay, reach it up and away and down. And try to have a bit of abdomen engagement here, and also the ribs knitting in a little bit so you're not flaring everything out. Okay. Moving according to your own speed, and after a while, if you feel that you have space to tighten the strap, then go ahead. Okay. Another one, we are going to do the cat-cow in a puppy dog. So we need to be on our hands and our knees. Okay. So this might feel a little bit odd in the beginning, but it actually works. So I want to stretch the arms out, and you want to lower the chin and oops, let me move my mic away. Okay. And then just rest for a little while, making sure that the body gets used to this movement, or the shape rather. Now you want to, again, feel the lower abs and the rib cage hugging in a little bit, giving the lower back a bit more support. And then press the palms down. And then as you inhale, you are going to lift the elbows up, round the spine. And then on the exhale, chin chest on floor. Okay, inhale, left. Exhale, down. Continue with this movement. And then after a while later, you will just stay in the cow, or in the original puppy dog rather. Checking that the upper back is still spreading, the shoulder blades are spreading away, moving away from one another instead of jamming in together. So the armpits are coming down towards the mat instead of turning out to the sides. The third stretch that we are going to do brings us back to the strap. You can do this in a low lunge, but I'll do it in a pigeon. Just whatever shape that you feel most stable in. So pigeon it is. Now the shape looks very similar to the actual flip grip that we are going to do, but we're not doing that yet. Okay, so be super generous with the strap, and you want to just hook it around the back, actually the top of the foot. Okay, and one hand will grab onto each of the strap like so. Now from here, making sure that again the strap is snug, I want to give yourself space. Okay, what you want to do is, instead of bringing the toe to the back of the head, you want to feel the top of the foot reaching the strap away as the elbows want to straighten and as the arms want to reach back and up. And just stay here. Bear in mind that again, rib cage, lower abdomen hugging in. It's kind of hard to talk like this. Elbows, check. They want to face to the front instead of away. Okay, so again, top of the foot, reaching back. Elbows want to straighten, arms up and back. And that's how you open up the shoulders. While checking that if you're in pigeon, the front hip, or actually the left thigh, wants to press down towards the floor. And just stay here. And one more very popular stretch is the cow face. So one hand on the upper back, the other hand reaching back, so far back till you cannot reach anymore. Then you bend the elbows and then you connect the fingers together and just stay here. Make sure you do both sides. Before we actually attempt the flip grip, we are going to do one movement, and this movement is very, very simple. We all have done it before, but this is actually the base of the flip grip, and this is the shoulder rotation. So you want to have the fingertips on the shoulders, move the elbows back, up, and forward. And just be more familiar with this movement because we are going to need this. Of course, there are a lot more shoulder opening movements and shapes. So feel free to explore them if you need to. You just want to have a really great range of mobility in your shoulder. So when you actually attempt the flip grip, it's going to be more accessible. Now let's check out the actual movement. Let's do it with a strap, just to have a bit more space for you to get used to it. Okay, so again, I'm doing it in a pigeon. So just make sure that whatever shape that you're doing it, you feel most stable in. Okay. You will be holding onto both ends of the strap with one hand. In my case, it's the left hand. Okay, swing it to the back. Now from here, check. The elbow is close to the body, thumb facing to the back, palm facing the sky. You grip onto the strap like so. Okay, once you have it, hold on. Let me move the knee back. Whew. Okay, done. Okay, you can give yourself plenty of space for you to get used to the movement before you tighten up the strap. Elbow close to the body, chest facing the front. Okay, now from here, you want to have the elbow out, up to the sky. Okay, and then you are going to rotate the shoulder. So the elbow is going to face 12 o'clock and the palm will be facing down to the floor. And that's it. So right hand grab onto the strap and then eventually you pull, 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 and then the toe will touch the back of the head. Okay, so once you're here, you want to check elbows. Try not to splay out away. They want to hug in. So the shoulder blades, the upper back want to spread instead of, really collapsing in and jamming in together. Okay, so that is the mechanics of the flip grip. Once you're familiar with this movement, you can start to shorten the strap, and then ultimately you can do it without the strap. Let me confess, I have really tight shoulders now. I'm not too much of a fan of this flip grip, and I haven't practiced this flip grip for the longest time, so I'm just doing it for the sake of doing this tutorial. So let's see how it goes. So for those of us who want to do it without the strap, here's how it's going to look like. You are going to bend one knee. For my case, it's the left knee. Now from here, you are going to use your left hand to grab onto the inner arch of the foot. Notice the thumb is at the inner arch and the rest of the hand is around the toes. Okay, and then you are going to look forward and then elbow out, up, and down. So what I do is I generally use my right hand to hold and help it and stay. And for those of us who want to try the movement without the strap, here's how it's gonna look like. So you're gonna bend one knee. For my case, it's the left, okay? You are gonna grab onto the inner arch of the foot with the left hand, like so. So the thumb close to the ankle, the rest of the hand pressing onto the inside of the big toe. Looking forward, and then from here, you are going to elbow out, up, and done. So it's really hard to talk. Maybe right hand. And that's it for my sharing for today. Hope it helps, and I'll see you again soon. Take it easy.